Democrats say Bill Gates told lawmakers he knew Jeffrey Epstein had a past before their meeting years ago. CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion has the latest from yesterday's closed-door deposition.
In a rare high-profile appearance on Capitol Hill, Microsoft mogul Bill Gates was interviewed for almost 6 hours by the House Oversight Committee about his ties to the late Jeffrey Epstein.
I hope my testimony is helpful to the important work of the committee to find justice for the victims.
Behind closed doors, Gates told lawmakers, "I never witnessed nor had any indication that Epstein was engaged in ongoing criminal conduct. I never went to his island, his ranch, or his Florida home. I have never victimized anyone." The 70-year-old mega-billionaire, whose name and photos appear hundreds of times in the Epstein files, said he had meetings with the financier between 2011 and 2014 about the Gates Philanthropic Fund. But he claimed after he cut ties, Epstein discovered Gates had extramarital affairs and, quote, was working to use information about my infidelities to pressure me to re-engage with him.
Did Mr. Gates definitively state that he did not meet these women through Jeffrey Epstein?
He's been asked multiple times, and he has said definitively no.
Gates' former wife, Melinda, told CBS News' Gayle King her ex-husband's association with the convicted sex offender was a factor in their divorce.
It's not one thing, it was many things. But I did not like that he'd had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein, no.
Gates' voluntary testimony follows other key witnesses, including Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, former Attorney General Pam Bondi, and a pair of Epstein's former personal assistants. It comes as the New York Times reports the Trump administration was freaked out about the Epstein files release, although a White House spokesperson said the president has been, quote, totally exonerated.
House Oversight Chair James Comer says he's now working to bring in acting Attorney General Todd Blanche this summer. Blanche's former boss, Pam Bondi, says he was actually in charge of releasing the Epstein files. Democrats are demanding a public hearing under oath. Errol.
Nikole, while we have you, I also want to ask you about a separate topic because the House is set to vote today on this short-term spy powers extension. Where does that stand?
Well, it's not standing in a very good place, Errol. Obviously, as you mentioned, this is due to expire at the end of the week. This is the government's warrantless surveillance program, which allows the government to collect information on foreigners without a warrant, although sometimes Americans' data can be swept up into that. So there have been some very tenuous negotiations around it. But what really is throwing this off kilter is the recent naming of Bill Pulte, who heads the Federal Housing Finance Agency, to oversee D&I, even though it's on a temporary basis. That is just non-negotiable for many Democrats, so they are withholding their support on any type of extension, even a short-term extension, which the House will try to vote on later today. Take a listen to what some lawmakers and congressional leaders are saying about this.
I certainly hope that everyone will do the right thing, put politics aside for a short-term extension. We're not asking for anything heroic here.
The president threw a live hand grenade into this 10 days ago by putting forward someone with no qualifications. But if this expires, this is on the president of the United States.
So again, Speaker Mike Johnson and Mark Warner, the vice chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee there. But look, the House will try to vote on a short-term extension, but it will require a higher threshold in terms of votes. So it's unclear if it's going to pass. And then lawmakers are set to break after this. So if it does lapse, it could be a while before lawmakers take this up again, Errol.
All right, very important. Nikole, thanks so much. Great to see you.